But doesn't it get it all lonely with it just being you in this giant house?
I have a very active imagination.
Is he wearing anything like extravagant?
No, it looks like he's wearing like pretty basic gardening and workman's attire.
He's a gardening gnome?
Couldn't just let that one lie there, could you?
Damn it.
I walked right into that one.
like a garden gnome into a rake.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
No, did you sniff him?
Well, you see, I sniffed the thing that smells like my nana. I didn't really smell him. I mean, I could if you want me to. Okay, I get the drift. Now give him a smell.
Okay, as you lean in, he smells. He's like, "Oh, okay," and he gives you a little peck on the cheek.
So as that happens, it's like, well,
and what you smell is you smell cinnamon biscuits mixed with mulch and what is the other one? And like just dirt, you know.
very earthy. Yeah. I trust him. I trust him. I mean, I don't trust the kissing part. I guess. You know what? It's fine. I mean, it's what he wanted to do. I suppose it's no big deal. It's a big face. Yeah, Fred. Listen, I guess maybe now's an appropriate time to set up boundaries. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so. I should have asked first. I'm sorry.
No.
I just thought one thing, and you were going in. I'm sorry.
No, you know, like my misinterpretation led to events that we both.
It's all me.
No, it was you know, me, you, me. So listen, let's go figure this out. In this, no, I'm gonna.
Okay, we go figure it out. Okay.
Figuring this
Somebody
out.
play the saxophone. Do it.
Articulating this.
Careless whisper plays.
And you know what? I just want to get drunk on your friggin' old wine. Just take me to the cellar. I'm done. You just me again. I think we're gonna have words, little guy.
Okay. You want to hold my hand?
I guess. I mean, why not? And so I just give my finger.
He grabs onto your finger. It's like, let's go.
Brad holds out his hand and be like, I'll hold your hand too, bro.
Oh, goody.
You want swingies?
Swingies.
Oh, more than anything, I haven't been swung in a century.
Oh God, I've got a very big.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Nolo just got kissed. Hold up. Let's time out for a sec. First time this man's gotten kissed for as long as I've been in this campaign, and it's from a little garden gnome named Fred.
Hey, you know what? There's nothing wrong with actually. It's unclear if Fred thought you were flirting with him or if he's just real friendly. There's nothing wrong with a platonic peck on the cheek from a gnome.
That's true.
That's definitely a thing. You're right. You're absolutely right. But nonetheless.
That's the most affectionate anyone's been with the Nolo in a long time.
I know my large heart melted, and it grew 4 sizes that day. Still flabbergasted. Like when Nola was like, "What?" Yeah, look at the heart.
Cheers up, everybody.
Cheers.
To the new owners of the Wild Emerald Estate, may you live longer than the last one. Yeah.
Put a few in here for later, you know?
Oh, sure. Okay. It's my job. Let me, excuse me. And he pushes on a Nolo. Nolo, make a strength saving throw for me.
I will. Oh, man. I'm kind of nervous. 16?
as he kind of like gently taps you, you visibly feel yourself being pushed like 5 feet out of the way. Like,
is it almost like I'm being like shoved? So like my feet are almost dragging too. So it's like I'm being slid across.
yeah, like he just like okay, he just pushes you back and he just clearly moves you very easily. I got it. And he picks up the barrel,
Together,
puts it to the door.
I'm just like, whoa. I mean, I didn't think of it when I saw him carry that barrel, but he just pushed me like I was an ice block on ice.
How are you so strong, Fred?
What do you mean?
Well, Thurkir is no lightweight. He's a Goliath, and he's wearing plate mail.
My name's Nolo. But yeah.
So what did I say wrong? What did I say?
You said third here.
Oh,
That's
sorry.
weird.
I'm offended.
No.
Wait a minute. Wait.
I was thinking it was good that Thurkir wasn't here to see that because he would be
well.
Andrew failed the con save for the alcohol.
That's true. I don't know. I'm not strong. I just move stuff.
Okay. You know what, Fred? I've got a little bit of a wager. Do you like placing wagers on things?
It depends upon the wager.
Okay. Here's the wager, and I love doing this. Hey, Ander, get us a barrel, would you? And
Sure.
yeah, and Elvin, can you get him a footstool or something that he can stand on? This is what we're gonna do, little Fred. Fred, this is what we're gonna do. Is we're gonna arm wrestle right here on this barrel.
Oh yeah?
Yes. And here's a wager. Here's a wager. Is that I will make you I will have you made. Basically, I will have somebody make you the finest pizzas you've ever eaten if you can beat me.
But isn't that he looks over at Zarek? Didn't you say you ate the pizzas from him, right?
I said this is the wager, buddy. You get a fine pizza if you beat me in this arm wrestle. But yes, it's definitely coming from Zarek.
What's the fine pizza? What is on this pizza?
Well, let me so listen. I've been experimenting with some delicious flavors ever since we've pretty much activated this pizza oven. It's quite entertaining to my off hours. So let me ask you just a few simple questions, and hopefully I can help you identify your primo pizza flavor. Okay. In your spare time, do you like A, long walks on the beach, B, swimming, C, dancing with the lights off?
Oh. They all sound good.
Well, which one?
Which is your favorite?
Oh, well, I like long walks on the beach, but that's just to my simple side of things. I think you typically like to dance with the lights off because nobody's lived in this house for a long time.
Well, no, only when I'm naked do I dance with the lights off.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Second question. What is your favorite beverage? Is it tea, ale, or is it milk from a rhinoceros?
I've never had rhino milk, so I guess I'm going to say tea.
Tea. Okay, and third question. If you were to have the most perfect pizza, what would be the flavor?
What's a pizza?
So imagine this thing that's kind of round, and it's like a giant cookie. You've had cookies.
It's more
but
like a
there's different-
cheesy flatbread, Anolo.
Yeah, okay, well, that's what it was. Yeah, a giant cheesy cookie flatbread.
Well, I think then it would have to be, I don't know, maybe something with butterscotch and basil?
Sounds quite interesting. Quite interesting. 1 second. Wait a minute. You almost had me there. Are you ready for this wager? Arm wrestle.
Yeah, well, sure. I mean, okay.
Do it. All right. Strength checks.
Sure.
Are we watching Anolo's first date right now?
You might be.
I feel like
the date.
Arm wrestles each
and
other.
I feel like I'm intruding.
This is very awkward.
You probably won't believe me. So, but it was a 19 on the dice. So 25 plus
I had an
4.
18 on the die.
18?
Yep, on my dice.
I had a 19 on my dice.
So I have a 28.
5. 24. 24.
So you guys
Easy.
are neck and neck. He's just like, this is fun, and you're like straining, and he's like slowly putting your arm down. Like, oh, okay, we're done. Oh, I'm sorry, did I hurt you? He picks up your hand and kisses your hand.
Okay, all right. Listen.
Honestly, Alvin
Okay.
blushed.
Yeah. So my hand is fine. You didn't hurt anything.
Did I hurt
It
your
was-
pride? I didn't mean to hurt your pride. I mean, I'm sorry.
Listen, Fred.
I'm
my
behind the
pride.
Nolo.
Listen, Fred. Yes. Okay, you did. I can hear what you're doing, Ander. Oh, jeez. Okay, so a little bit, but you can't keep kissing my hand and face and stuff. It's very.
I'm sorry. I should have asked for permission. I'm sorry. I'm just. It's been a. I haven't. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No. That's fine. And truthfully, I would feel like it was nothing if you kissed anyone else. Anyone.
I don't want to kiss anyone else.
Okay. See. But then you say things like that, and it makes it so it's a little bit deliberate when you're kissing my face and my hand. You see what I'm saying?
I do. I'm sorry.
Well, listen, Fred, you hurt my feeling. I mean, my pride. And yeah, I'm just Zarek, give him a pizza, and he can have pineapple and ham.
There is. There's I guess there's an armory. But there's also on the third floor. There's an observatory. There's with the
Whoa.
telescope. I mean, there's bedrooms. There's. I don't know. What are you gonna see?
See the observatory.
I would also like to see the observatory.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Brad, if there's a telescope, do not look at the sun with it.
What?
Or do. Whatever.
Brad, you know not to look directly at the sun, right?
What happens if you look at the sun?
Oh, it's
bro?
bad for your eyes, Brad.
But Mama.
Okay.
So Enola watched Fred go in, and his pride is still a little hurt, and he sees those two testing the membrane, and I just walk right through it.
Okay. And you kind of you see Nolo sort of slip through it as the membrane kind of coats him and just kind of envelopes him and sort of sucks him in. And it feels kind of slimy, but on the inside, that sensation goes away pretty quickly on the inside. And Fred's like, "Oh, hey! Oh, I'm glad you're first. That's really cool."
Okay. Oh, well, I put my hand through, and I grab Ander, and I pull him through.
Cool. You know, you really strike me as like a water personality type. Were you born in like during harvest time? You know, like your zodiac is at the Wyvern.
Oh, I didn't know we had an astrologer among you. Oh, this is so awesome. Oh, goody. Okay, so yes, I am a Wyvern. I'm glad you asked. So I didn't think it would be that obvious to know because I don't want to play into types. I don't want to be part of those sun signs because sometimes it's kind of hooey. But I'm very good. So you are so perceptive. I mean, what are you?
He likes kisses too. He loves kisses. Just to let you know, Fred, he likes them.
Oh yeah, okay.
What? Yeah. I mean, like that's true. Like, I don't think I've ever turned a kiss. That's true.
Oh, well, I hope you
it's
get
like,
one someday.
affection is so sweet. Yeah. I was actually like born on the cusp of like spring and summer, so I'm like right on the meeting of the Etten and Shul. So yeah, I'm like a little air, a
wow.
little water combined.
Oh, that is quite the combination.
Ender leaves through the trapdoor.
Oh yeah, like don't mind him. He's totally like a fire, you know. I haven't actually asked him when his birthday is, but I can tell.
Yeah, he seems. I don't know. I mean, there's definitely fire, but I think he's got that cranky part of the earth in him too. You know.
Oh, perceptive.
And was that Ender? Did you say? Yeah. Oh, I think Ender needs me. I've got to go down this way, and I leave too because I am willing to pawn Fred off on Brad.
Oh, and Oddlot Ander. I mean, you guys. I mean, we had a nice little conversation about you. I'm just to be totally honest. We think that Ander, you've got to be some sort of fire sign, and yeah. Just don't want everybody's secrets.
Fred, when it comes to astrology, my sign has stopped talking.
Yeah, he doesn't like poetry either. It's kind of like
Okay. I know when I kind of you see him gulp.
Fred, you're a nice guy. Don't get me wrong. I don't like to feed Brad's interests or ability to talk much.
Gives you a thumbs up, and he kind of he starts to walk away back down the hall. All right, this way.
Is this some kind of training room? It feels like that this is a place where one would go to do squad formations with their crew or something.
I mean, you could use it that way, I guess. I don't know.
But you really don't know what this is.
Nope.
Is there any controls? Like, have you found any switches or anything on a wall?
Nope.
Huh. Well then, it looks like a fancy place to have a picnic.
You want to have a picnic?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
Brad digs them. Brad digs the picnics. He might even have. He's got poetry.
Oh, I do love picnics. How did you know?
Brad, I've been with you for so long, buddy. It's like, I mean, I do like picnics, but I don't like them today.
I like a good picnic. I haven't had one with people in a long time.
Well, maybe tomorrow.
I want to just kind of like.
You have the birds and the squirrels to talk to, right?
Yeah, them too. So
I just want to like kind of flop out of the backpack and point at him. And I'm like, Fred, you're a good guy. You're like, you probably won't die in a fire or anything like that. And then just like flop back into the backpack.
I like him.
While they're actually thinking, Brad is gonna go off on like his own suggestions about it without knowing anything. So he'll be like, "Oh, maybe it's like some sort of like secondary plane where like all of the material has separate molecules from our universe and they can't combine and like stuff like that."
So this
yeah.
is definitely some high level illusory magic, and so anything that's outside of that kind of it loses its reality and only exists in that contained space.
So Snow's gonna kind of be like, after he hears these, he's like, "Oh, it's one of those," and then he explains the whole thing.
Ender
I'm very excited.
nods knowingly.
Brad's gonna be like, "That's really close to what I was saying."
Remarkably, yeah. I mean, I guess, yeah. 20 people on each side. I mean, it's a mammoth table, and he sits. He goes down to the very end, pulls his chair. He goes, "This is where I sit." He sits down at the very head of the table. Yeah, and like he looks smaller because the room is so large, the table is so big. It looks like a little pipsqueak of a person. But yeah, you want some food? We could try. I can go in the kitchen. We can get some stuff, or we can go forage, or we could. I don't know.
Somebody say forage?
Yeah, great. Now we got to decorate. Well, we have time for that. And as he's like, okay, everybody back. He goes, opens the door, closes the lever, and you see it shut again. You hear this thunk. He goes, ah, smell that? Ah, that's fire. Yeah. And that's where we're going to stop tonight.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh my.